Hi everyone, I'm Jim Brimstone. Welcome to the review of the Unquestionable Truth Part 1, the 5th album by the band Limp Bizkit. Today we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. I've been their massive fan since I was like 3-4 years old because my sister brought their third record home on the day of its release. Hot Dog record. I just loved it back then, and I have so many memories with this band because of that. Like their music videos would play all the time on MTV, Viva, all of those TV stations, and we had like almost all of their records besides the first one. Then Results May Vary came out in 2003. Go check out my review of Results May Vary because I did 2 of them. One with the songs that are on the record, and the other review is about all of the songs that didn't make the cut for it. I also did review the second record, Significant Other, which is a masterpiece. Same with the first record, $3 Bill, which I did hear a little bit later than the second and third record, but I still loved every song. And then this thing came out, the Unquestionable Truth, and at the time I actually did not hear it. I had to wait like until 2008 when finally in my family home we've installed the internet. I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room. As you can read here on the Wikipedia page, it says that this is the first EP, extended play. I actually do not agree with that. There's like a conflict here because I remember back then, like in 2008, everyone said this was a full-length release. It's almost 30 minutes long. That's what qualifies it as an album, not an EP, because EPs usually last from 10 to 20 minutes and have like 3, 4, 5 songs. You know how many metal records have like 6 or 7 songs and last 28, 29 minutes and are full albums? This is why I will never agree that this is an EP, because when it was released it was like marketed as a album. This is an album, so let's just get over it, It's an album, not an EP, just let it be. The band was like supposed to record a part 2 back in 2012, 2013, but sadly they decided not to do that. I remember they even posted a clip of recording new music with the same producer, Russ Robinson, back in 2017, but sadly nothing came from that, which really disappoints me. I would love to hear a record by Limp Bizkit produced by Russ Robinson yet again, because Russ Robinson, love that dude. He did the first record, he did this one as well. He's a stellar producer. Let's talk about the lineup on this release, because we have some serious changes here. Fred Durst on the vocals, rhythm guitar on the surrender. We got DJ Little on keyboard, samples, programming. We've got John Otto on the drums, but only on one song, The Channel, because he went into rehab and he also had a massive conflict with Fred Durst. It's on the making of this record, and it's sad to see. I am glad that John Otto got clean and now they are all friends. Like, that's good to see. We also have Sam Rivers on the bass. On the rest of the songs, Sammy Siegler plays the drums, and I must say that he was a good fit for the band because he sounds really good, same as John Otto. You might know him from other bands, Sammy Siegler, like he played on the first Glassjaw record, for example. Well, the anniversary is coming up of Glassjaw's first record this year as well, so I will probably do a review of that because I love that record. And well, we also have Wes Borland on the guitars and harmonica. And well, this is the first record since the Hot Dog one where Wes is present because he left the band in 2001. He was not present for the Results May Vary release, which is one of the reasons why that record is not that good, to be honest. But now he's here with writers on the songs. Most of the tracks were done, by Fred, Wes, Sam, and Ziegler. This one apparently done by DJ Little, so I have no clue why the writers are Durst and Borland. It's weird. You should change that because he said himself it's a song done by him, and the last one is by Durst, so that's actually true. Wikipedia page, well, almost everything here is, the truth. The unquestionable truth. Let's start the review right now. The production is titled, was handled by Russ Robinson, one of the best producers ever. It's clear, but it also has raw, punchy energy to it. The drums are mixed perfectly, same with the bass and the guitars, the vocals, just everything sounds very well rounded. It has space to breathe. and I wish every Limp Bizkit album would sound like this one. Russ Robinson is a great guy. So next we've got Message. It's diverse. This record is different from the previous and next Limp Bizkit releases because it focuses more on serious topics such as propaganda, politics, religion, pedophilia in the Catholic Church, mass media, manipulation, the fakeness of Hollywood. All of that stuff is present in this record. It elevates the music for sure because Fred is really pissed off about all of this, so it works really well with the instrumentals, which are way more brutal, I would say, than previously. This is the only album that has the energy and the intensity of $3 bill, like the spirit of it, like is present on this record. So to me, actually, this is like the best comeback of all time, because after getting more watered down, more mainstream friendly songs, they give us this record and it sounds really good. Structure is between basic and advanced. Usually it goes on like this: intro, the chorus melody without the vocals, then we get verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. That's it. But two of the songs, the Propaganda and the Priest, they like go into a different route. The Propaganda, like for the first 2 minutes stays the same, you know, intro, the chorus melody, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then the bridge happens and it overtakes the entire song right until the end. We have a different variations of the bridge, you know, the bridge just shifts, changes. They never go back to chorus or the verse ever again. And the priest just has a lot of repetitions in weird places. So we have like the main verse melody starts the song, then we get a pre-chorus, then chorus, then it like goes again, but then a post-chorus happens, then they shift the things, you know, in between. So it's like the post-chorus is before the chorus. It's really weird, but it happens here, and it certainly makes the song sound fresh even after all those years. That's the structure. Now let's talk about the music genre of this record. So this is a nu metal album through and through. Some people might even call it rap metal, why not? The main influence for this release was apparently Rage Against the Machine's music. Fred said that this would be how Rage Against the Machine would sound like in 2005, and it actually makes me sad that Rage Against the Machine did not release anything, you know, after they broke up. It does sound like that, but it also has that, you know, Limp Bizkit old school spirit in it, you know, the $3 bill era. Now let's talk about the musicianship on this record. Let's start with DJ Little because he doesn't do much on this record. Like, he's almost not present on half of the songs. He's very prevalent on the key and also does some effects on the channel, the story, and on the Truth I think a little bit, and the Priest. He's here but he doesn't do a lot. He just provides some electronic elements in the background and some cool scratches on the key, and that's it. Next, let's talk about the drumming by John Atto on the channel. Well, it sounds really good. I love his groove, the style of his playing. Next, let's talk about Sammy, who plays the drums on all of the other tracks. Just love his entire thing, you know, the grooves are similar to John, you know. When I was younger, I didn't even notice that it was a different drummer because he just fits the band so well. It sounds fantastic, you know, phenomenal playing, the grooves, the style, the precision, the anger in the punching, you know, the snares, the drums, whatever, it all sounds fabulous. Next, let's talk about the bass by Sam Rivers. I love the bass lines here because the bass is audible. It mostly follows the guitars, but we have lots of moments where he deviates from that stuff, like his bass intro in The Truth just slaps all the way. Yeah, the bass is phenomenal. Now let's talk about the guitar work by Wes Borland, and he just goes off on this release. Like, every song has crunchy, tasty guitar, it's very fast, mixed with those more weirder, experimental ones. The choruses here, guitar-wise, just slap. The weird usage of, you know, that wow 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 effect, it's all here. I must say that Wes Borland is one of the most underrated guitarists, but because whenever he plays something, it just sounds out of this world and just so fresh. Even after 20 years, this record sounds like it could have came out yesterday and you would love it. And the guitar work is one of the main positive points here. Like, it's so important that this band just wouldn't be the same without Wes Borland, and results may vary. It showed that Limp Bizkit without Wes is just is just an average band, but with Wes it just elevates the music, and I just love his work here. Every single guitar riff on every song is like memorable, and it stays in your head long after you've actually listened to the songs. Last but not least, let's talk about Fred's vocals. I must say that he sounds so energized here, so revitalized. He has energy, passion in his screaming, rapping, singing. It's all here. I guess it's thanks to Russ Robinson, who always like torments the vocalist in the bands he's producing. You know, you can feel the anger, the bitterness, the emotions in Fred's vocals. I just love it, especially in songs like The Propaganda, The Priest, The Truth. The Key has fantastic vocal performance. Even if the song is very short, you can feel it in the rapping and the bars. Same with the channel and the story. I guess the weakest song vocal wise is The Surrender, but it still holds up. So that's all. Now let's rate the individual tracks. The album opens up with The Propaganda. At the beginning we have that cool little guitar noise like and then some scream, and then the main guitar riff happens. Oh yeah, tell them how to say it. It's propaganda. I just love that main guitar riff, the grooves on the drums, the cool bass lines which do not like follow the guitars. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Yeah, just everything in this song slaps. The verses are fantastic. Fred's flow, you know, the rapping is all over the top. It's like, no, came here to safety. It's propaganda. Say to the innocent, fuck yeah, they're buying in. Let's try and rebuild again. So yeah, the chorus is also fantastic. And then in the middle, the song like changes, you know, the beat. Fuck it. So we get a new guitar riff. It's also just as good as the previous ones. And then the vocals like change into some singing. Yeah, sorry, changes slowly. You don't know me, but I've made you. But we also get some more like nu metalish riffs in the background, you know, some eerie. And at the end, the song will transition really well into the next one, like you won't even hear, you know, the transition. It's just so good. So yeah, this one is a classic, very underrated, 11 plus out of 10. The Truth. Many people say that this is the best Limp Bizkit song ever. For me, it's not the best one, but it's in the top 10 for sure because of the cool guitar riffs, the bass line at the beginning, cool melody happens. It kinda sounds like a classic metal stuff from the 80s. It has that Iron Maiden vibe, at least that's what I'm hearing, but it's really good. And the bass line at the beginning, you know, reminds me of the Tool band, so it has that clarity to it, you know, that vibe. And now we get the cool chorus melody. I just love that melody so much that I actually had to learn how to play this song on the guitar because of that cool riff. The drumming is fantastic throughout the entire song. Fred's vocals, yet again, very cool, you know, in the verses. Why do you owe life to your bitch? That's so very pathetic. I don't remember the correct lyrics, but yeah, it's really cool. Wes on the guitar is doing some weird wow 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 on the verses, and then the pre-chorus and chorus happens. Imagine accepting the truth. Just imagine accepting the truth. So I love that part. Then the bridge happens with Our Father who are in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Deliver me from evil. Deliver me from evil. It's great. I love it. The lyrics slap, same as in the previous song. The music is phenomenal and the vocals are passionate. Again, a fantastic song, very underrated. 11 plus out of 10. The Priest. This one is very dark. It might be the darkest song recorded by Limp Bizkit because of the music and the lyrics. So lyrics are basically about priests. We know what they are going to do. The kids are not safe. Let's just stay at that. And well, Fred is not happy. He's scared that his child might get hurt if he will send him to Sunday school. And well, the lyrics are honest, you know, they are true. But what makes this song even better is the dark, brooding atmosphere. Tum, tum, you know, in the verses, the bass lines are juicy there, and then the song explodes. The riffs are very chromatic and like very negative sounding. That's very surprising from Wes, because usually he sounds cool on the guitar, you know, heavy but cool. There isn't that much of darkness in it, but here he goes off, and I love the pre-chorus guitarist. My evil is thirsty for more. The guitar riffs there, fantastic. And then, I need the new alley to fit and you know the cool grooves on the guitar and the drumming just coming. But it's on by imperfection. Something's not right. I've been at this before. My evil is thirsty for more. I need a new alley to fit. I've got an idea. I think I've just become a priest, deceiving with my beliefs. So I love everything here, you know, the energy, how the song shifts between dark and slow to fast and explosive. The bridge is also fine because Fred has like a mental breakdown, which is probably because of Russ Robinson. And then the outro happens and the song ends, and I must say that I really enjoy it. While it's probably my least favorite song here with Deed Surrender because of how good the other tracks are, this one is a masterpiece. Like, I cannot find anything wrong with it, except like the bridge is a little bit too long. That's it for me. Like, this is a legendary song. It's actually better for me than the entire Still Sucks album. Sorry guys, I'm just honest. So yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. The Key is a short rap track, but it goes hard. I love the beat, the cool little samples in the background. Fred's vocals, you know, his flow is off the charts. Yeah, go check this one. I think I found a key. It's just another key. So love all of that stuff. 10 plus out of 10. The Channel. This song has such a cool main guitar riff. The usage of guitar harmonics, the picking technique, all of that, it goes right into this riff. It's just such a fun listen, you know. Even if the guitar riff repeats a lot, you're just so happy that it's happening. Like, you're like, hell yeah, that guitar riff. I love the lyrics here and the vocal performance. I don't like TV. They're trying to sell so much shit these days, and the shit is not who I wanna be. So I love the lyrics. I don't like my heroes. They're trying to kill themselves with the drugs. I don't like my childhood and do not need somebody else to blame. This is the channel that I've done too. I already know you. And I've written too. The verses, the chorus also has a fantastic guitar riff. The bass line slap, the drumming by John in this song is also phenomenal. I love every single second of this song. I wish Limp Bizkit had more tracks like this one because the lyrics are honest, they are true. The vocals slap, same with all of the music. 11 out of 10. The Story, this one is probably the most Rage Against the Machine sounding one. Guitar wise, it has like that very ascending melody. Just live and let die. So I love the main guitar riff. Not that special, but it's hard, you know, it slaps, and that's what matters. Again, the lyrics are fantastic. Same with the vocal performance, the rapping, just everything, the drumming, also the bass lines, hell yeah. And then the chorus happens, you know. It's a ancient Hollywood story. The command out with its own glory. Now guess who's next? So I love the vibe of this entire section, you know, guitar-wise, drum-wise, bass-wise, and the vocal, just everything. But post-chorus is also fantastic. Just live and let die. Just live and let just live and let I love the changes here, and especially the drum parts, because I think Sammy is actually doing double bass work here, you know, like with his legs. I don't think I've heard such a thing from a Limp Bizkit song before. I'm not sure if John Otto even uses his 2 feet, you know, to like just do. I don't think he does that in any of the songs like ever, but here it happens like focus and listen to it and you're going to hear it for sure. So that's what I've noticed. And yeah, this song, I feel like it's even better than The Channel. Not as good as The Propaganda and The Truth, but in the same category, I would say. Because the entire thing, the song is going to end and you will just want more, you know? It doesn't have that feeling of, oh, it overstayed its welcome, it did not, loved every single section and everything I've heard here. 11 plus out of 10. And the final song, The Surrender. I love the dark, brooding atmosphere of this one, very desolate sounding, like there is no hope for the humankind. I must say that the vocal performance is not as good as on every other song. I have nothing against it, but he could have done better, you know, Fred. Music-wise, the song is also like, I don't know why, but it reminds me of The Cure for some reason. It's a nice ending, I would say, but I guess I would still prefer the album to end on even more brutal song than The Truth or The Propaganda or The Priest. Instead, we have this little dark ballad at the end, which fits the mood of the record. I guess it's just not for me, you know? It's not the kind of music I would be listening to normally. It's still a good song, so that's basically it. 7 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is ideal. Like, look at them, they've even chose The Surrender at the end of the record. If someone does not like a ballad type of a song, they can just skip it. They thought about that. Replayability? Yeah. This album is a masterpiece. I enjoyed from beginning to the end. Yes, even The Surrender. The highlights here for me: The Truth, The Propaganda, The Story, The Channel, The Priest, and The Key. Just the first 6 songs, you know? There's so much energy, passion here in the vocal department and the music one. Just every single second of this release oozes with character and personality. It's all here. I must say that you need to go and listen to this record today, celebrate its anniversary, it deserves your love and attention. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. I've posted this record on my Instagram page, so look for it. I'm glad to have it because from what I remember they haven't pressed that many copies. It's like my second favorite Limp Bizkit album after the first one, $3 Bill. Significantly other Hot Dog, they are not even close. They just don't have that kind of quality like the Unquestionable Truth and the $3 Bill. That's just how I feel about that stuff. Almost as good, they just lack something, you know, but they are still great. That's all from me. Shout out to all of my Patreons who gracefully sponsor my videos so I can make more reviews. If you want to join them, if you enjoy this thing and you want me to review more stuff. And yeah, I will see you next time. Yeah, bye.